Okay, so hi and welcome back everyone. Look, here's just a very simple tip that I want to share with you, and it's all about keeping your fridge in your van, in your caravan, just really chilled, just that little bit longer, and helping it to keep the food cold while you're travelling. Now, we're travelling for a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours in the van, and then we're doing an overnight ferry, so that's another 8 hours, and then we're travelling at the other end. So we're not going to be able to put our van on mains electric or use the gas for a good sort of 12, 14 hours. So here's a tip. Look, Mrs. T always likes to take away with her plastic pots, because then when we've got leftover food in the caravan during the holidays, she likes to pop them in the pots, pop them in the fridge. That way you get no smells coming out into the van. But here's the tip. These, a couple of days ago, we filled 3/4 with ice, and now we've got 3 really good size ice blocks there that we can use in the van. We can pop those in the van. Slowly over the next 14 hours or so they can defrost, but they will keep that chill in the van. Then the good thing is, when we get the other end, we can empty the water out, and we've got Mrs. T's plastic pots ready to use. So let's go and have a look how we're going to pack these into the fridge freezer. Okay, so here we are, we're in the van. I've brought those 3 big blocks of ice in their Tupperware pots with us. And here's the fridge. Okay, now it does help as well if you're going to bring things away from home, from your home freezer, and you know you're going to eat them in the next day or so, great, because you can pop those in the fridge as well, just to keep things nice and cold. But also what we're doing, we haven't filled the fridge up. We're going to do a lot of our shopping when we get to the other end, but you know, we've got a joint of lamb in there that's frozen. We know that we're going to cook that tomorrow or the day after, so that should slowly defrost, but that'll be okay. But also, you see, we have to have our van in storage. So the problem here is we can't necessarily have our van chilling or have the fridge chilling before we pick it up from storage. So sometimes we have to go away with a warm fridge. So this is just one of those little tips that might help just to keep things a bit cooler. You can obviously get cool blocks as well that you can freeze, but I thought this was just one of those tips that you can have those blocks that we've made ourselves, and then you can use those later on just by emptying them. So we're just going to pop them into the van, into the fridge. We've got a few things that we're still going to put in the freezers as well, so, and the fridge, so these will actually be blocked in quite well, and they won't be jiggling around. And let's just pop that other one on there so we can just pack some things around it. So what we've done there is we've put 3 pretty decent sized blocks of ice into that fridge, which will help keep things chilled while we're travelling for the next 14 hours. Now, one other little tip is as well, we're taking away with us a tub of frozen soup, so that will go in there as well. We'll eat that tomorrow, so that will hopefully be frozen or defrosted anyway by the time we get there. So just little tips like this help you keep things nice and fresh. And there's just another tip there. We like to take some basil and chives and mint away with us, and we just keep it there in the sink while we travel. So there you go. Just a couple of little tips, nothing groundbreaking, nothing, you know, over the top, but just a couple of little tips. There's your ice tucked away in there. That's going to help keep that chilled while we travel. And we're going to be taking off in about half an hour or so for our 14-hour trip. Well, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for joining us again. I hope you found that of some interest. As I said, just a simple tip, not groundbreaking, But there you go, just a simple tip. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. Would really appreciate it. And if you can, hit that red button and subscribe. We're really absolutely overwhelmed with the amount of subscribers we're picking up at the moment. So thank you very much, everybody. And if you haven't subscribed, please join us, because we'd like to see you again some other time. Well, that's it for now. We're going to button down the hatches and make our way down to Harwich for our trip over to Holland, and we'll most probably catch you along the way. See you all again soon, and bye for now.